Be sure to subscribe to Viral now and click the bell so you never miss an upload of ours. Hi there everyone, my name is Jeremy Jameson here today to discuss H2O Delirious and some things you may not know about him. Let's hop into it. H2O Delirious, aka Jonathan, is one of the top content creators on YouTube today at over 9 million subscribers. He is approaching 10 million and is likely to get there next year in January, I'd guess, as he is currently at 9.75 million and seems to average a bit over 100,000 subscribers a month. His growth may increase and very likely may, because the Christmas season is typically a great time for growth on YouTube, as people working take time off. Those in school have a couple weeks off for Christmas and the New Year, so they take some more time to kick back, relax, and watch some YouTube. H2O's view counts on YouTube have also remained impressive, having over 50 million last month. He is certainly going to hit 2 billion views before the year is over, as he is currently at 1,942,000,000 views in total. If for some reason you have no clue who he is, he plays video games while cracking jokes with his group of friends on YouTube called the Banana Bus Squad, including people such as VanossGaming, I Am Wildcat, didnt, as well as quite a few others, featuring his signature laugh that just about everyone on YouTube has to have heard at some point. Jonathan was born on May 2nd, 1987, making him 30 years old at the time of this video being created and uploaded. He grew up in the United States in the state of Virginia, and then later moved and presumably still lives in North Carolina. Not much is known about his personal life due to him very much so valuing privacy, as I did discuss in a couple of videos talking about why he hasn't shown his face. But with that said, in a video he created, he said, "You have changed my life, my family's life, and my friend's life." What that tells us is that he does have a family that perhaps came from not the best upbringing, as Delirious has said that how much YouTube has changed their lives. So, I mean, just kind of taking some subtext here, may not be completely correct. We know that H2O has at least one sister, as it's been mentioned that Cartoons, friend and fellow YouTuber, used to date his sister quite a few years ago for a very long time. Now, of course, this was all in the past, but anyways, to bring this up, I say that because H2O and Cartoons have known each other for nearly 20 years. This has been talked about in a couple of videos from Cartoons before. They really do go way back, and I'm glad to see their friendship has remained so strong over the years. I mean, they still make videos together frequently, typically just with each other, as Cartoons is not close friends with most of the rest of the Banana Bus Squad. He is friends though with Omrecker, another YouTuber who is close with quite a bit of the Banana Bus Squad. Back to H2O and Cartoons, as they have known each other for so long, you may be wondering, so they couldn't have met online then? Well, yes, that's true. Once again, Cartoons dated his sister, and because of this, them knowing each other in real life, Cartoons knows what H2O looks like. H2O has chosen to still hide his face to this day, and because so, he has become a very highly discussed person when it comes to what he could look like. Perhaps we'll never get to see Delirious's face. I remember this most recent April Fool's when I thought it was finally the time when a video with the title "The Real H2O Delirious Face Reveal" was uploaded. Unfortunately, it of course was just a prank. I forgot what the day was, and I was let down, as I'm sure quite a few of you were. The origins of the name H2O Delirious are basic. There's no extravagant story about how growing up he watched some 90s sports star who blew everyone away. It was nicknamed Delirious Guy or something like that, so Jonathan took it. No, the real story is just that Jonathan, in his words, just liked the name Delirious, and that's it. I'm sure he must have seen it somewhere, unless he literally just opened a dictionary or he heard the word from someone else and just decided to go with it. He's never given a reason beyond that, he just likes the sound of it. H2O, meanwhile, does have some history. It came from a competitive clan he was in many years ago, playing games like Call of Duty 2. Prior to H2O Delirious, his name was EXP-I Delirious, the EXP-I being the name of another clan he was once in. Good friend of H2O's, Vanoss, fellow YouTuber, a part of their well-known gaming crew, was first contacted by H2O himself following a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 video in which Vanoss parodies famous Ludacris song,
"Oh, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way."
Vanoss's parody was called Dude, Get Out the Way.
"Oh, dude, get out the way, get out the way, dude, get out the way. Oh, dude, get out the way, get out the way, dude, get out the way."
Delirious complimented Vanoss on the video, as well as asked to play together sometime. As I'm sure you all know, Vanoss agreed to play, which led to H2O meeting other crew members such as I Am Wildcat, Screwologist, and others. And of course, Vanoss met H2O's friends at the time to bring the Banana Bus Squad all together, for the most part, as we know them today. In a 2013 question and answer video he did, 3 inspirations on YouTube were listed for H2O, starting with Straight Up Knives, who nowadays creates Pokemon Go content, although he's been fairly inactive over the past month as of the time of this video. But back in the day when H2O would have watched him, he was a very skilled player using knives only in Call of Duty, especially known for his throwing knife montages, which makes sense considering some of H2O's early content was things like that. Not necessarily throwing knives though. Hidden Masters was another big influence as they created videos with fun music and messing around with enemy players. Just to break it down basically, most well known for their Hiding Masters series, where they would start a match of Call of Duty, get a couple of kills, and then hide for the rest of the match to run the timer out while hopefully not getting killed by the enemies, because once again they are in fact hidden. And fun fact, Louis Caliber, friend and fellow Banana Bus Squad member, was in Hidden Masters originally. Lastly, for H2O Delirious's inspirations, at least that is mentioned directly in videos of his, is KYR Speedy. The KYR Speedy influence can especially be noted as a lot of H2O's early videos were ninja defuses in Call of Duty. Plus, Speedy and his friends, known as The Crew, were the most well-known gaming comedy group for quite some time on YouTube, playing mostly Call of Duty, and then branching out to more games, especially starting when Grand Theft Auto 5 released, but they also did a bunch of Minecraft stuff, and well, quite a few games nowadays. The core idea behind The Crew's videos of compiling funny moments, and the Banana Bus Squad doing the same thing, is where you can draw the major parallel and see that real influence for H2O, not only in the early days, but even to this day. When H2O created his channel in 2007, he really didn't start to create videos until the early 2010s. One funny but awesome fact about him is he's always been over the top and ridiculous, something we all love about him, as his first video was an original song, with Modern Warfare 2 called the Teabag Song. Here is a snippet from it. I really do love this song. It's classic H2O, and I'm glad that this was supposedly his first upload ever. Oh, and just to clarify, if you go to his channel to this day, this is not the first video, as I guess he took it down, but he did re-upload it later. But yeah, this is supposedly the first one.
I'm teabagging. I'm teabagging. There is no limit in this teabagging game, cause no matter what you teabag, it's all the same. I'll teabag your boss, I'll teabag your mate, and if you don't let me in, I'll just teabag your gate.
A question many people ask is, why does he continue to use a poor quality mic for a lot of his videos? The answer is simply that it's a part of his brand. People instantly recognize him because of not only his voice, but the microphone is paired with. For a while, he tried to use a much better quality microphone in all of his videos, but a lot of fans did not respond well to that change, as the mic has become iconic, and he really does sound quite different on better sounding mics. Another thing to mention is whenever someone first discovers a new YouTube gaming group who makes videos together, it can be hard to tell their voices apart. I definitely know this was true for me when I first started watching the Banana Bus Squad. I just couldn't tell the difference between pretty much anyone, as I wasn't accustomed to their voice. Of course, I can absolutely do that now. I can differentiate everyone's voice, but for new viewers, they'll notice H2O's poor sounding mic. It helps him stand out a bit like that. I think this is a big reason why he chose to return to still use the Astro A40 microphone. It's just that he's aware of this idea, and I think it can be backed up as his solo content, whether it be a one-off live commentary or a playthrough of a game. He does use a great quality microphone, so when people go to his channel, they're expecting H2O, of course, so when it's just him, he can use a better quality mic, but when he's recording with his other friends and he may appear on their channel, it makes sense to use the poor quality mic to once again be a little more recognizable. Although H2O Delirious and his friends, the Banana Bus Squad, have been around for a long while, at least in YouTube years, so to say, they are still strong in their performance on YouTube and somehow have managed to stay constantly hilarious. With great video quality and production, hopefully H2O will be in the top 100 most subscribed channels soon, as the 100th most subscribed channel is Clash of Clans at 11,327,000 at the time of this video being created. Yes, it's quite far away, but H2O is still growing faster than some of the people on the list. Hopefully sometime next year you can get there. I'm sure Jonathan doesn't really care about things like that, but I thought I'd point it out as I know some fans do care, and I certainly do as well. Seeing H2O rise to the level of fame is currently at today from the early days gets me all nostalgic as well as a little teary-eyed. Well, maybe I wouldn't go that far, but it's still great to see him doing so well. I have a question for all of you. When did you first hear and watch one of H2O's videos? I recall for me it was back in 2012. I was a fan of KYR Speedy and his friends, who once again inspired a lot of the Banana Bus Squad, including H2O. So I found out about Vanoss and H2O, and then the rest of the group, after wanting to find some more funny moments content in Call of Duty. That's what they were all doing at the time. Anyways, for Viral Now, I'm Jeremy Jameson, wishing you to have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.